Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Throwing first play is Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Raiders, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 29.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Hands it off out of the gun. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. On play action, it's Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call such?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. They'll try the left side. Richmond, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Raiders at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll try to run the option here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
2nd and 6. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And taken right on the 30. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Herbert now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
.31 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now this throw caught left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the turnover, here's Herbert, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Dancing to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Yeah, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Carlson able to put this one through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Richmond. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick, and the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Richmond. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. This game not...
Better. Petty don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, get about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, get about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money.